What is up, homie? Welcome your ugly sexy face to the channel. It's Quinn Star Wars, aka Presidentq, and today I want to discuss something that's been on my mind as of late. Ever since E3 2016, I saw that preview of State of Decay 2, and man, there's a couple of things I had to research about it before I could figure out if I wanted to purchase the game, because I loved the first one without a doubt. The only thing that I felt was missing was co-op, and now it seems like this new one is having a big focus on drop in, drop out co-op. It seems like there's gonna be new features added, like gassing up your car and sending flares for your friends. So it looks like it's going to be the big State of Decay world that we know and love, but also you can play it with your friends. That's awesome, and I've been waiting for a feature like this to come sooner or later. And if you don't know exactly what the State of Decay series is, it's basically a survival zombie game where you have to find supplies, manage settlements, and build relationships. But now throwing your own friends in the mix might be a little hectic, but also a little bit awesome. So, of course, there's a couple of things that I want to see. This is kind of a wish list, but it's also kind of a discussion, just me throwing in my input and throwing in some ideas that I would like to see. Who knows, maybe most of this will come true, maybe none of it will come true. But hey, at least we put it out there for people to know. So first off, survival. I want there to be more ways to build, lose, level up abilities like stamina, health, and strength. I mean, seriously, I really thought the game was kind of hard, especially at first, the way that it just throws you in there. You can't survive off of anything, but once you get all your stuff, pretty much it becomes really easy. Like, you don't die, you get all the right weapons, you get all the right houses and settlements and all that. I feel like it should be harder. I feel like settlements could maybe deteriorate over time and you need to make repairs. Same for weapons, and of course same for your health. I feel like medicine could play a bigger role in your character's health. Maybe you could get addicted, maybe you could go through withdrawals, who knows. I also like the leveling up system, the fact that the more running you do, you build up your stamina, and of course the more hits you take, the more your health builds up, and the more hitting you actually do, the more your strength builds up. Keep that, but maybe adding a couple of things like immune systems would be kind of cool. Or maybe I'm just going too into depth. But I wouldn't mind having a little more depth in the game that I'm going to be spending hours upon hours with my friends with. You already know. The original game had permadeath. I'm hoping the next one does, but I also kind of want to see some character customization. So I know that permadeath and character customization would kind of conflict. I mean, can you imagine creating your own character and just to see him die and never play as them again? What a waste. But speaking of customization, I think it would be great for this game to have character customization. I can't help it, homie. I like to play as me. Heck, and most of the polls these days show that most people like to play as themselves also. I mean, if you notice in the original State of Decay, most of the characters had the same generic voices. Like, literally, I would be partnered with two characters that both had the same voice actor. It was so weird. So all I'm saying is, why not use the Saints Row role, where we get to just choose one of those generic voices and put it onto our creative person? I mean, if they're gonna have the same lines and dialogue, we might as well just go ahead and give them the voice that we want to choose and just roam the world with our friends. Also, I wouldn't mind finding more aesthetic loot, like clothes, jewelry, skins. I mean, that'd be dope. Can you imagine finding paint for your baseball bat? Awesome. Exploring to find clothes and stronger armor would add more depth and value to the gameplay. Heck, I would love having my own personal hockey stick to whack zombies with. Now on to the gameplay. I love this game's gameplay, but it's not perfect. Let's face it, the driving, moves, weapons, and sometimes even the strategies and risks are all kind of bare bones. I would love to see them take a better approach on the driving. I'm always flipping over my freaking car on this game, and not just that, it's so weak. Most of my cars barely bump into anything and catch fire. I also loved the combat. Honestly, I would like to see a little bit more, like, you know, deflections, reflections, counters, and blocking, and all that great stuff to help me fight. Also, some cool sexy signature moves would really help things, like stealth moves, gun moves, and of course weapon specific finishing moves. I also would like more strategy and risks that I could take. Let's say my settlement is low on food and it's nighttime, and I know zombies are stronger at night, so I take my friend Chloe with me to help. But if she comes with me, we know that we're taking the risk of leaving my settlement vulnerable. Or what if while exploring, my car needs gassing up, and my friend David is in the forest and he needs help, but he's all the way across the map. The gas station is in the opposite direction of him. Do I try to run to get him, or do I risk trying to go get gas for the car and trying to get to him in time? Or what if me and my crew find a base full of weapons and another full of food, but we can only get one due to zombie overpopulation and the fact that we only have one vehicle that can fit the stuff? So we either take the weapons or the food. High risk, high reward. Adding rare and modifiable weapons, armor, and vehicles would be great also, especially since this game is survival at all costs, and a lot of the other zombie games have this. Things like this will make the game the ultimate friendship ruiner and builder. Can you imagine finding a legendary weapon that causes you to survive a big boss fight, but you end up leaving your teammate to die because he didn't have the weapons necessary to win? That brings me to another thing. More enemies. The game did fine with the types of enemies. They reminded me of Left 4 Dead, but since it's a new game, of course we want new zombies. I mean, it doesn't have to be a whole bunch. I wouldn't mind zombie dogs, birds, heck, even zombie reptiles. Honestly, just more zombies, please. More. What do you guys think of State of Decay 2? Are you just as excited as me? Too bad the game is slated for the first 4 months of the next year. Looks like we'll be waiting a while, fellas. But hey, I can't wait to get to some zombie killing with the homies. I cannot wait for this game. And of course, I'll have more coverage of this game coming soon with the more news and more gameplay that leaks out. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you would like to see. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe so this video can help get seen. Maybe by the devs, Microsoft, who knows? You never know how big of an impact your like can leave. Just know that I appreciate every single one of them. Alright, and this has been it. State of Decay 2 discussion over. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to come back for more. This has been your Presidentq, and we out.